Hello, and this is a recording, screen capture thing, by the request of Blue Tinted Leftback, who asked me if I could go onto eBay again and have a look at prices of computers. And I said, I probably won't get the time for that. And then I thought, well, actually, if I'm going to do it, I might as well just do it on a Sunday night. So here we are. It's 6:46 p.m. I've not been on eBay this evening. We will have a look and see what is available. So what are we going to look for? Let's look for a Commodore 64. And of course it will push the first thing it gets. Oh, five Commodore 64 power supplies for finishing in 24 minutes. £8.27 for basically a pile of junk. Two of them black ones, so definitely piles of junk. Let's just go to ending soonest. Oh, what a computer, actually. Oh, CJ's Elephant Antics, good game. I really want computers, don't I? Right. C64 Mini, 8 minutes left at £37.99 starting bid. Good luck with that one. Oh dear, some people are quite deluded, aren't they? Let's have a laugh. £6.99 economy delivery. Box new, 64 built-in games. Taken it out to test, of course you have. You definitely haven't used it and decided it's complete junk. Please note all serial numbers are retained. Yeah, that's not my postcode, by the way. I've got no idea which postcode that is. eBay's, because I'm not logged in. That's Shazy Jade 71 selling that pile of tat. What you actually want is real computers. Real computers. Commodore 64 clear case, mechanical keyboard, new keycaps and more. £200 starting bid. Absolutely naff all on that, as you'd expect. I mean, I wouldn't put a C64 in a clear case, would you? Rod's got one. Rod Futurist 8-bit's got one. But I just think it's not exactly a great design to begin with, and therefore just kind of making it see-through doesn't really help. And indeed, that's what people have thought here with 11 minutes to go, 12 minutes to go. £200 starting bid, not a single bid, unsurprisingly. I've got a copy of that somewhere, £5. T2 Judgment Day on cartridge. I think I have. I probably should put computer in, shouldn't I? VIC-20 flight case, £34. No bids. Where's the computers? Should I search for Commodore 64 computer? Oh, there we go. It was already there. And again, that's not my postcode. I think it's just a default eBay one because I'm not logged in. 9 bids on, that's better. £51 for a box C64. That's one of the about 91 packages, isn't it? That doesn't come with a data recorder. The one after the Terminator 2 pack, I think. I think I'm right in saying. Where they try to make out, playful intelligence. What does that even mean, David Pleasance, who's probably behind this? Yeah, you get the rejected C64 GS or Commodore GS kind of games, don't you, with this one? £51, that probably got to about 70, I suppose. That's about right these days. Doesn't come with any games or anything. Yeah, white marks the cable of polystyrene from the box. That happens. The cables can kind of, I don't know, there's some kind of reaction that means the polystyrene can get stuck on the box, on the cable, sorry. Commodore 64 bread bin box, spares or repair. £22, 9 bids. Hour and 9 minutes on that to go. Another spares or repairs. C64, £32. And a C64C there, £37. What's wrong with that? Base unit only, no power supply. That's fine. Needs a bleeding good clean by the looks of it. Even I've got two. Well, one of them's in for repair with Commodore Land at the moment, one of my C64Cs. Must ask him if he found out what's wrong with it. I'd be interested to know. Gonna cough. Excuse me a second. No editing on this one. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. That'll probably go for that kind of... right, we're on to tomorrow's ones now. C64 bread bin, £41, and a C64C with joystick and games with no bids for £50. I don't know why people start so high. It doesn't work. Everything finds its level. And if you start with a £50 starting price on something as common as a Commodore 64, it's nuts. Why would you do that? Because you're not going to get people biting. People think the stuff's not going to sell. It's going to sell. You present it well. If you show it working, that's even better. And I've sold enough computers on eBay to know a little bit about this stuff and show the machine working. Show it nice and clean, working. Even better, something I've done in the past, put a video up on YouTube unlisted and link to that so they can actually see it running. That's always a good idea, so they can see the keys working and everything, and therefore people know what they're getting. Commodore 64 box. Commodore 64 computer. It says Commodore 64. Please note the box only. Some absolute throbber's bidding £10 on that. Plus £5 overall. Why? Why? Oh God, why do... I'm sorry, people who put boxes on your shelves, but what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What if you get a nice box and you bought a computer? I can understand you might want to put that on the shelf. I've got my GX4000 stored in its box next to me because that's the best place to keep it. It's in the original polystyrene. I use it very occasionally. Therefore, keeping the GX4000 in its box makes sense. But I'm not, it's a manky box, really. It's not one you put on display. I do have some nice boxes, and I find them such a pain to own because I've got my Dreamcast box, I've got some Master System boxes, I've got a C64 box and a SNES Star Fox box. And I think to myself, I didn't buy these because I had the box. I have them because they came with the computers. Having the box wasn't a factor. And in those days when I was buying that stuff, it wasn't anything special to do that. It wasn't, oh, look, it's complete and boxed and extra money. It's just what you got. And now I've got these things. It's like, well, I've got to keep them. They take up a load of space. I don't have them on display. They're in an attic. Probably sealed up, so they're not going to get ruined. They're nice and airtight and kind of air circulating and so on. But I just think, why am I keeping these? And I think, well, I probably should because, if anything happens to me and Mrs. Chinny wants to sell off my collection of stuff, then that's going to get more money for it. But I'm not going to be selling it. I don't know. And I don't know why you'd go on eBay and start buying manky old Commodore monitor boxes. I mean, why? £47.99. It's in Portsmouth. Oh my goodness. This isn't a hole I've previously delved down, as you can probably imagine. What on earth? There's a hole. Just look at the state of that. Any sane person. I was sent an ST for Chinny Vision, and I can't remember because I was sent two. One by Futures 8-Bit and one by Fat Bob GB, and possibly another person on that. It was a long time ago. And one of them came with a box. And the box was very handy to post it in, but that box went straight in the recycling. Because it's a manky old Atari box. I bought a couple of 464s that came in boxes. Both those boxes came into the recycling bin. Why would I keep a manky old plain brown Amstrad box? They weren't even display boxes. These are, at least if you've got something like a GX4000 box, like down here, if you can hear that, which is falling apart. It's all the kind of cardboard's kind of delaminated, if you see what I mean. So it's kind of wavy. But at least it kind of, it's got a design in the front. It's designed to look good in the shelf in the shop. Whereas a 464 box, it's just Amstrad going, right, what's the cheapest boxes we can get in Korea to put these machines? Yeah, those ones, that'll do. Yeah. £30 for that. I've been derailed already. Let's look at some other machines, shall we, before I get too angry about boxes. Let's try Sinclair Spectrum computer. Will that get me anywhere? +3 spares or repairs, £90 for +3. Well, it's got 11 bids with 3 minutes left, so we better see it finish. Should we hang around on this one and see what it goes for? £4 down the road in Waterlooville. Don't work. Works, no video via RF. So we've got a broken +3 that people are bidding £90 on. What's wrong with it? Computer only, no lead. Computer powers on and the disk drive powers on, but black screen via RF. So solders spares. I haven't tested with the RGB parallel cable. Possible they can't tune the TV into the computer. That's very possible. Modern tuners, even in the 90s, I had a Philips TV, a Philips widescreen TV at very late 90s. Didn't really like tuning into the Spectrum, and certainly didn't like my Atari 7800 with those kind of more modern digital, not digital TV, but just kind of digital tuners on the screen. Yeah, I've got to say, £90 seems quite a lot for... Just because the disk drive power's on doesn't mean the machine's working. I wonder what could be wrong if the light's coming on. ULA, something like that. I'm trying to think, but you get corruption on the screen, wouldn't you? It would actually come on. It's possible. I mean, you know the way I can look at 464s and go, yeah, that's probably fine. +3 kind of experts will be looking at this going, yeah, actually, that's fine. And that could be why they're bidding £93 on it. £93. Let's stick with this one. £93. That's what, but that seems a lot for +3. Oh, there's someone who's got 2 of them. There's a plus gone on for £59. New listing. Already got 6 watches. I'd wager that's a bit much for... I must try one of those VJ interfaces for the Spectrum. At some point when Tunevision's got some spare money, I've just used the Patreon funds to buy a SSD to edit off of to make my life easier. So again, thank you to the Tunevision Patreon supporters who support the channel, because we don't have any adverts till YouTube inevitably. I think when the day's getting closer, YouTube's going to force adverts on the channel. I think people are now getting nagged if they use ad blockers as well. £93, 45 seconds to go. From Shat Shoes 256. Shat Shoes? Shat Shoes? Okay. What's this going to be? Last minute? Any last minute jumps? Or is £93 going to be it? I think this is overpriced, personally. But we don't know, really, do we? Is anyone going to snipe in that last minute? I wouldn't be at this price. Yeah. 15 seconds. Is it going to jump? Oh. The tension mounts. We approach 7 o'clock. Someone's won it. £121! Oh. Really? Really? I'll say it again. Really? For a +3? That's 3 eyes in one breath. Makes you sound rather... I can't remember the quote from the Caves of Andazani now. Oh, they got another one. Is that Shat Shoes as well? Shat Shoes has a lot of broken +3s. Broken. IC board plus disc 40, power supply socket iffy. And this is on £93. Why would you bid this amount of money on a broken +3? Why would you do this? Why? Why? Oh. I think blue tinted left backs gone on eBay and thought, yeah, Chinny's going to get really wound up looking at eBay this Sunday. So what I'll do is I'll suggest he goes and looks at a load of broken Spectrums and that are getting too much money bid on them. Oh, state of the economy, and people are buying this crap for this amount of money. Well, much as I love a Spectrum, I'm not... Reset button's missing. Screws are missing. For £93, you're not getting any screws in the side of your disk drive. Or indeed possibly underneath. Oh no, there's one there. I can see one. There's one there. There's one there as well. You're getting some screws. You appear to be getting some screws, but some appear to be... Can't see the top ones there, but the middle one certainly... Is that one there? Anyway. Any more of this tat on there? Plus 2A, £70, no bids. What a surprise. Starting bid of £70, you're nuts. On a plus 2... That's better. We've got a plus 2 at £46. I did get... I have got somewhere here. It might be in the store. I did buy a spare grey plus 2 a few months ago. It kind of works. I think I need to get it across to Mutant Caterpillar. What did it have wrong with it? I think it plays up something chronic with a div plugged in, which means it probably needs the whole Z80 thing sorting out. But 40, I mean, if that tops out at 46, which it probably won't, that's more reasonable. I think my listed as not working or untested plus 2 was about 40. 48k, 100 quid, 0 bids. What a surprise. £400 for a toast rack. 18 hours left on that. I'm sure that's going to go well. Starting... Why do people start at such high amounts of money? What do they think? And just... £95, no bids. This stuff will just cycle round and round and round. £98. What's wrong? Some idiot on YouTube done a video about plus 3s and gone, this is the one to own. Because it really ain't. It's a nice one to look at. I like the look of it. It looks like a really cool black 6128. But I wouldn't. I mean, it's got scratches over it. And the disk drive metal is better than mine. But, yeah, I don't see it myself. I really don't see it. That's as someone who had an original one and still has his original one. It's grey plus 2 every time. If you actually love Spectrums and want to use them, it's the grey plus 2. It's the one to have. And if you want to have a cheap, if you want to have a 48k that's usable and nice to look at, get a 48k plus. If you want to have one to pose on the shelf, yeah, you get a 48k rubber key. But 48k plus and a plus 2 is really, grey plus 2 is really what you need, all you need. That's collection in person. Oh, it's got postage as well. Oh, where have I gone? Large amount of rare games. I'll be the judge of that. Where's your rare games? Alright, so that's how well you've managed to tune it in. Well, it works. I mean, that's trying to get it working on modern TVs. It's very challenging. I doubt the modulator's broken. I think that's just how modern TVs react to Spectrums and many other machines. What's that writing on there? I want to see what that... Oh. It's written their name on there. Got the box. Where's these rare games then? Gauntlet, not rare. Plunderer. A Mastertronic game. Not rare, clearly. West cover tape, not rare. I mean, really manky copy of Joe Blade. Free copy of Batty. I mean, I'm not seeing much rare here at the moment. Hero Quest, no. One Day Cricket. By CRL, it might be rarer. Horizons, well, yeah, Horizons, as we know, is one of the rarest Spectrum titles of all times. Have you ever seen a copy of Horizons in the flesh? Just to see one, let alone touch one, you know, you'd be moved to tears. No, this is all crap, and mainly cover tapes. Rare. Oh, got some pirated stuff up there. This large amount of rare games. I'm not really along with a large number of games, some have become quite rare and seem to be selling individually at some good prices. Some are in their original boxes with their gameplay booklets inside. Many thanks for looking, and please see other items I pulled from my loft. You've been looking at the buy it now places. What's your name? Gilly Rosselli in Galston. Gilly, this is all crap. This is all absolute crap. There isn't one title there that I consider rare. Most of them are cover tapes or titles with no boxes. Hang on. Oh, I make a chip. Well, gosh. Golly gosh. Well, I just ignore what I said about there being nothing rare in here because, we've got a copy of Make a Chip. Yeah. That's the problem with eBay. And no bids. 128k for 649 of your Earth pounds. A Spectrum Plus 3 for starting price of 124.99. Yeah. Yeah. If I didn't own 2 Plus 3s already, I wouldn't have one. Oh, I probably would. What am I saying? What am I saying? It's me. I probably would have one. But, I've got my original one, and I've got one owned by a former colleague of mine who I say donated, gave it to me years ago, about 2002. He used to post as Jason on Compsys Sinclair. Jason? Was it Jason? No, no, what was his name? I've forgotten. ZX81. Ending on Tuesday, untested, £17.99. That's more like it. 5 bids, that'll be going up. Yeah. Nothing grabbing me this evening. Really. Go on then, let's go for the Amstrad CPC. Keyboard goes to sleep. Amstrad CPC computer ending soon. £43. Okay. We'll come back and see what this ends at. Let's have a look at it first. £53 for a 464. What it's got with it? £10 postage in Liverpool. As shown in the first picture, when connected to a 5-volt supply, the Amstrad CPC 464 powers up. Well, the light comes on, so whether it's powering up or not properly, we don't know. This is for parts are not working. It's probably fine. No other items included. It's amazing how many people have 464s and mysteriously don't have the monitors, or rather are selling the monitors separately or just throwing them away because they can't be bothered to package them. There are no returns as all items are sold as seen and untested. eBay will be the judge of that. How many people have I had sold me stuff that says no returns and it arrived smashed up and it had to go back? Certainly the time I tried to buy a C16 that the idiot seller had placed in a box with no real packaging other than some inflated balloons. Yes, you heard me right. C16 with a power supply in a box with inflated balloons. What do you think happened? What do you think happened with that Commodore 16 and the power supply loose together? 4 minutes 30 at £53. We'll come back to that in a second. Manual, £10 for 464. That's not the same seller, is it? Who split it all up? Oh, it is. You chancers. And the box separately. I've thrown these. Look at the state of Oh, we're at peak idiocy. I often say we come to peak idiocy, but you've listed the box. Donna, you are spoiling us. £10. This is why my ones went in the bin. I have no intention of putting... What makes you... Why would you? Oh God, you've put this on eBay. 20, I thought it was 10, they want 25 for it. Oh God. Oh. Ja. Oh. Any sane person, your 464 turns up in that box. Any sane person goes, right, lovely 464, putting that on my shelf or in the cupboard, and the box is going in the recycling, lest I take it into my house and it unleash, I don't know, hordes of lice or dry rot or something. £25. £25. There are some marks and scrapes as shown. There could be sticky labels or sticky residue. Yeah, sticky residue. Where labels have been or are still present as shown within the pictures. There will be dirt and dust and discolouring due to the age of the vintage item. The vintage item up for auction. The vintage item. These boxes rarely come up for auction. Yeah, Donna, there's a reason for that. It would be a great addition to anyone who's got a CPC 464 without a box or polish. Do you mean the poor sod who's... the poor sod paying £53 for this 464 up here? Yeah, that's the person. That's the... Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, let's see what this one goes for without its manual. Whatever poor sod is bidding on this. I mean, it looks fairly tidy. The light oh, well, okay, I'll take that back. Bit dusty. It'll work. It's a 464. Which revision is it? Is it a longboard or shortboard? I think it's a longboard. Taking the useful, yeah, there's no, it would be on the side, wouldn't it, if it was the shortboard. It's a long, yes, longboard. Everything's on the back there. Right, let's see what this goes for. 44 seconds until some poor sod buys a 464 without its manual or box because they've been listed separately. Who's been bidding? Oh, we've got another, I can't view. £54. £55. Any more for any more? 11, 10. 8 seconds till someone gets a 464 without its box or manuals because Don has separated them. Go! Really? Really? You lunatic. You absolute lunatic. That kind of money for a 464. You do not need to pay that. Right, mate, go and pay the extra £10 for your manual and your £25 for your box. Has Donna separated off all the games as well? No. I want to see what else Donna has got. Donna 87280 is now. Oh, there's the monitor. The monitor is there. And it's got 4 minutes to go. Oh, you... There's words I'd like to use about sellers like this. And basically, it's the words are a movie that Ray Winston starred in when he was very young. Oh. And the thing is, Donna's an idiot because Donna could have sold all this together and got more money. You sell a complete working system with its manual, its box, and its monitor. you're going to get more money. She's not going to sell the monitor. She's not going to sell the box. She's not going to sell the manual. She's got whatever it was, 60 something for the computer. Idiocy. Absolute idiocy and pure greed. This is supposed to be a relaxing look through things, and I've ranted quite a lot. £675. I mean, yeah. If you're living in your solid gold house and you want to have a complete collection of CPCs, which is something even I don't have. I don't have a 664. I don't have a 6128 plus. Some people may want a 472. I'd say that's not a real CPC. It's just a con Amstrad did to get the 464 into Spain without paying tax. Yeah, I think this one's been around a while, hasn't it? Going back and forth at this price. Yeah. Go on then, we look at enough CPC, Commodore Amiga computer. Oh, I can barely breathe now. And worse, my ventiling's indoors. So if I do collapse on this, someone's going to find this recording and use that to Commodore Amiga computer to kind of discover what happened to me. Amiga 500 test box, under £60, 0 bids. A lot of Amiga. These aren't computers, eBay. These are Amiga format cover discs that no one wanted at the time and no one wants now. Another computer? Oh, it's an Amiga 1200. It is, yeah, £400 with 20 minutes to go. That ain't selling. Cartoon Classic, £181. Well, that makes me feel bad because I sold a Cartoon Classic years ago for probably about 40 quid. Boxed with everything in it. Picked it up at a car boot for probably a £5. Never used it, just sold it on eBay to get rid of it, really. Probably should have held on to it. But I don't have any... The problem is, all the things you have over the years, you just kind of... Things you pick up and then kind of flip, after a period of time because you don't have any affinity for them, as opposed to the stuff you see that you have some affinity for. Not much Amiga stuff tonight. Well, it's got Amiga 500 plus games, 2 bids at $299. Well, rather you than me. What we're getting. Very clean. Many games and some original boxes. Do we mean many pirated games? And some original ones? Nothing else listed. Yeah. Much interesting there. Got a zip stick. Oh, what games have we got? Okay. Oh, no, we do have some boxes, right? We got some... I mean, okay, it's a decent little pack. Someone to buy if you're feeling well off. Yeah, we've got some box. Oh, we didn't know they are. I apologise. They are original games. Got lemmings and things in there. No reason to be calling fast. And to be fair, it's not yellowed at all. Really? That's looking a pretty tight. I don't like the look of the A500. It's just too big and ugly. But $299, 2 bids. What it start at? Oh, I can't look at that, can I? Because I'm not logged in. Well, if someone's prepared to pay probably $250, $380, which is probably what it's going to end up in an hour and 15 minutes, then fair enough. Not Amiga fans, not for me. Not that I'm not an Amiga fan. I just don't really rate the A500 Desktop Dynamite with 1 hour 29 minutes to go. So that's still the proper Commodore pack and not an SCOM one, isn't it? See, that's more like you expect an Amiga to be, where the sun's caught it every day, like mine. You can see exactly. Mine's done a similar thing where every day the sun would rise and hit one side of the computer, and mine's kind of got, where it was in shadow, it's still perfect. Where the sun used to hit it, it's gone orange. And although I've got keycaps and a new case to sort all that out, I don't want to. Really. I don't really see the point. I did at the time of backing the thing. Well, I backed the keyboard because I had the case. I thought, oh, it's going to look odd if I go for the, the case and not the keys. But I've got it all. I could do it one day if the original case gets damaged in any way, but yeah, no, at least it's a Commodore and not an SCOM one. I wouldn't have an SCOM one. Yeah, not a lot to see there. Powers up, comes with software and cables. Keyboard has some staining there, that's fine. 250 with 1 bid and 128 to go. I mean, if that gets to 300, someone's got themselves a relative bargain. Again, I wouldn't pay it, but I don't need to. Really. And there's one thing to say, actually, well, when we look at all these values, from your insurance point of view, make a list of what you've got and remember what it's going to cost to replace as opposed to what it cost you. Because, you may have had your Commodore 64 like I have since whenever I got it, 93, 92, something like that, one of my C64Cs, which I got for 30 quid, 35 quid in John Menzies. Yeah, that's worth more now. My Amiga 1200 is the one I got originally for Christmas 92. Yeah, so, bear in mind what these things are worth now and what they would cost to replace in your household insurance. So my records, I bought all my vinyl for like £1 per album, £4 most for some of them. I was in a record shop in Gloucester last Sunday I was counting up albums, going like 30, 60, 90, 120. There's stuff there that I paid £1, £2, £3, £4 for, but it's not 30 quid. It's nuts. And you think, hang on a minute. Okay, I was buying at the right time, but you've got to think of this stuff when you're kind of thinking about, hang on, what if my house burned down? How do I replace it all? And having a list, I should make a better, more updated list, really, because I don't have a list of my games. My budget games, certainly. I know what I've got up. It's all in my head. Let's try Atari ST. Before we finally do the Archimedes and have a proper laugh at the prices. Atari ST computer. What have we got ending soonest? ST £77. Upgraded to 1 meg disk drive. £77, 36 minutes to go. STs. About fashionable as flares. Actually, flares are back in, so not if £1.24 with 23 hours to go. 1 day listing. Bit smashed up. Missing a key. But, Atari plastics go orange and break anyway. Might be a useful spares or repair machine. Not for me, because I've got 2 of them. But for someone. 1 day list. I said to do it. Not a 1 day listing necessary. Low starting price. ST £51.12 there. 1 day 23 to go. Not any on tonight. Oh, and ST is a more affordable way to get into 16-bit computing if you're into that kind of thing. If it's something you want to do where Amigas are pricing you out. The ST is a cheaper way to do it. And easy to write discs for as well. So you don't need to have Gotex and stuff like that because unlike the Amiga, the ST has a standard PC-compatible format on its discs. So as long as you've got an old Pentium like I've got down here, what's that, Pentium 4 with Windows XP on it, it's still got its original disk drive in it. I can write ST discs all day long in that machine, on that Dell down there. I don't know where you get one. Yeah, that's one we had 20 years ago that I just kept for writing floppies. But I imagine you can pick those things up for not a lot these days. Could be wrong. But yeah, easy to write stuff for and get the images online, write off your floppy disk. There you go. Retro computing for, under 100 quid basically by the time we've done everything. Box only Mega ST4. 1999. Boxes! My insides still hurt from all that laughing. £149. Is it a rare game? £119 for a copy of Dungeon Master? What's special about it? Really? Really? Is it rare because it's got the sequel inside as well? Yeah. Is it one seller selling a load of games? Yeah. It's one seller selling games at ridiculous prices, isn't it? Dear me. Pirate it all off the internet. That's not the official Cinevision line. It is the official Cinevision line. Pirate all the games off the internet. Oh. We're not supposed to be looking at games. The problem is, how are you going to stack that on your shelf? Even back in the day, we looked at it in the shop and went, yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, how am I going to stack that with all my other games? I'll buy something else instead. That's what you would have thought. I hated games in different sized boxes. It was so annoying to get the Amiga and suddenly have all these stupid, oversized boxes. It was bad enough on the Amstrad when you used to get those lovely little Amsoft games on floppy disk, just in the disc case. And they look so cool and so compact, and you can get so many onto a shelf. And then suddenly we went up to these bigger cardboard cases that damage really easily. No. And then you got to 16-bit games. Or worse, 8-bit games where they use the 16-bit size packaging. I had a couple of compilations on the Amstrad disc compilations that came in 16-bit size packaging, which was ridiculous. Absolutely absurd. And just, yeah. Acorn. Archimedes. Let's see what's going on before we finish this. I upload it. Silly price games. Can we type in computer as well? That'd help. There we go. Computer, we are ending soonest. Plinth for a 3000 Archimedes computer. £59. I got one of those in the shed. One day I plan to use it. One day I plan to respray it so it looks a bit nicer. £59 for a plinth. I mean, they are nice because you can put your Philips monitor or your Acorn monitor on top of your computer and it fits all nicely. One day I'm going to have it out and use it, but it is in my shed just getting rusty at the moment. But £59. There are no computers tonight. I mean, Acorn games so ridiculously expensive. I didn't think it through when I bought the Archimedes for the channel. I thought, get an Archimedes. It's going to be brilliant. And it is brilliant. It's a machine I love. And it is out. But getting software running on it or just buying software is absurdly expensive. If anyone can help me get stuff onto discs, I'd really appreciate it because I've struggled with reliability in doing it. There are no computers tonight? No. Acorn A3000. Not many not any Archimedes on. Okay, let's try something else. I'll try BBC Micro for just a final thing. $159 for B with MFS installed. $159. What a master for that. Parts or spares model B, £85. Probably fine. Power supply's probably blown up. Does it smell of fish? Vintage BBC micro computer, B computer, integrated AC cable. Tested recently and smoking issue likely from PSU capacitors, so listed for parts only. So it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Listed for parts only, it works. It's fine. You just have to do the PSU caps. Very blue. Why can't people colour correct properly? Anyway. 85 for a tidy Model B. Okay, ideally, why the seller hasn't done the PSU caps. Because again, you get more money for it. Buy kit, do it, show it working, get more money for it. It's easy. It's amazing how many people don't show stuff working. Ooh. No, leave it alone, Trini. Leave it alone. Leave it. You don't want any of that. I've literally got my hand covering the screen. I'm not in the market for anything at the moment. Zip stick wired for BBC Micro. Zip stick wired for BBC Micro. I mustn't buy anything at the moment. No, I mustn't. I'm stopping and looking at this now. Right, anyway, look. That's what was asked of me, to go through eBay this evening and have a look at stuff, and that was for blue tinted left back. So hopefully, this is an occasional thing I do, so I hope it's useful to you just to hear my questions, points about it. Yeah, so if you've got any questions about stuff, get me hold of me on Blue Sky and just ask me about stuff. I'm not an expert on this stuff, by the way. I just buy quite a lot of stuff, or did buy quite a lot of stuff on eBay, and own quite a few things. And of course, my opinions can be wrong as well, because nobody's right. At least they're all some idiot on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers.